Welcome back to Cigar Ops. It's been a couple months since we filmed, but of course we're back again featuring another cigar. In this instance, the Gurkha Black Ops. And this one is a Churchill size with the natural wrapper.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see if we can get these lit. They're a little dry, so be careful with your clipping.
Not bad.
No. Well, before we get into the cigar, you had a different product that you wanted to review.
That's right. Like a lot of men who were in the military or in sports when they were younger, we used to be a lot fitter. But in recent times, we've been talking about getting back into shape.
Yeah, we've tried a lot of different programs. In fact, I've collected a bunch of fitness gear, but none of it's been all that successful.
Well, I've had this Apple Watch for several years now, and I was just reading about a program that Apple's come out with, a fitness program. It's an on-demand fitness program, Apple Fitness Plus. And I wanted to see whether or not a program like this centered around this watch would work for a sedentary older American.
Well, aren't there already a lot of YouTube reviews on these fitness programs?
There are, but not for our demographic. These reviewers that I see are almost always fit, ripped, young professional trainers. I don't see anybody in their 50s and 60s who are sedentary Americans like us. Well, we each get annual examinations and we're generally in pretty decent shape. But according to my watch, I'm just below average and have been there for about 3 years.
Your watch tells you that.
Yeah, it takes my heart rate, breathing, GPS movements, and all sorts of other things and evaluates my fitness.
And tells you you're out of shape?
Well, yeah, and it also tells me to stand up and walk around when I'm sitting too long.
So it nags you.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah, you don't need a watch for that.
Well, I suppose you're right. But according to Apple, it'll also tell me how to get back in shape.
Through a series of online videos, right?
Yeah, they've got a library of videos that look pretty slick. They have nice studios. They've got 3 trainers in each video. The music is top tier. And they've got 12 different programs. They've got strength, high-intensity interval training, Pilates, and a bunch of other ones.
How much does it cost?
It's about $80 a year, just under $80 a year, which comes with what, about $7 or so a month. And you can also invite up to 4 other family members, so 5 of you, which brings the cost down to $1.50 a month. You do need an Apple phone or an iPad. The watch is optional, but you can pick one up refurbished for about $110 or so.
Well, I have an Apple Watch and an iPhone, but I'm not sold on the fitness program.
Well, that's why we're going to have a challenge. I'm going to set up a program on Apple Fitness Plus as a complete newbie, and you're going to set up a regular, more traditional type of program using weights and such. And we'll go for 6 months, and then we'll see how it goes. And the goal is to see whether a modern online fitness program is more effective for a sedentary older dude than the more traditional methods. So are you up for the challenge?
Well, does this advance the Cigar Ops mission?
Well, I think it does. This is a lifestyle channel, and the way I see it, if we're in better shape, we can smoke cigars for longer and for more years and enjoy them more.
Well, I agree. That's right in our wheelhouse.
All
I
right.
accept the challenge.
Don't burn yourself. Well, let's take a look at the setups that we're going to be using for this workout challenge.
Kettlebells, some plates for farmer walk, dip bars, a few more kettlebells, 2 different pull-up bars. One of my favorites, these bars, rollers, balls, slingshot, heavy bag holder, stretcher, plates, kettlebells, and a little rack.
For the Apple Fitness Plus workouts, I'll be using this spare bedroom turned into a basic exercise room. I'll bring up the fitness app on my phone, select the workout I'm doing, hit AirPlay, select my TV, and then stand by for the work to begin.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Right?
Yes, sir. Well, a little bit about the cigar choice. You know, it was hard to figure out a cigar that complements or emphasizes fitness challenge. You know, I thought of the Punch Bare Knuckle, but I smoked all those that I had. And I have the Gurkha Black Ops. I thought it would be appropriate here because, you know, what screams fitness more than the Gurkha Warrior? And this particular Gurkha is Black Ops. I guess a fitness challenge is sort of a black op.
Okay.
But anyways, I struggled choosing a cigar.
Tenuous.
It was tenuous. Yeah, all these relationships are tenuous. But this is a cigar I've smoked frequently. I would say it's one of my go-to cigars. It's a little on the lower price range, but I remember seeing a review one time. This guy, he's like, well, it's time to smoke a fine cigar. And he broke out the Gurkha Black Ops. And I remember thinking to myself, really? That's a fine cigar? Well, let's contemplate that for a minute. It's a nice looking cigar, brown Habano wrapper, which actually gives it a little bit of oomph and flavor and strength. The smoke output is a nice medium. The cigar is, on the lightweight side, but it smokes relatively slowly. You can feel it on your tongue. The smoke is thick. It's got probably a little bit of creamy, a little bit of light spice on the retrohale. As far as complexity of flavors, it's got more of the nuts and bread flavors. Oh, what do you think of the cigar? Is this a fine cigar?
You know, I'm kind of liking it. It really has a very nice flavor. It's you might not agree, but I think it's kind of complex.
The spice, it does have spice. It's not like smoking a cigar without character. It has character. So definitely a cigar I would recommend, particularly at the price point. It would be it will be a great cigar to smoke after a workout, to kind of reward yourself.
Well, and that kind of reminds me, we're going to need to select a cigar for the winner of the fitness challenge. Really, everybody's a winner, I guess.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's true, especially when there are only two people. But if anybody has any ideas for what would be a good trophy cigar for the end of the challenge in 6 months, then do let us know.
And there you have it. Review of the Apple
Fitness Plus.
Fitness Plus going against old school weights in the backyard based on the data from our Apple Watches.
May the best program win.
May the best program win. Cigar Ops out.